It's all the move. No talent required there, but great at bats. And what you're seeing is what we talked about, them, all the guys kind of getting adjusted to the spin. I mean, you could tell they were picking it up. I saw Jorge recognize and lay off some pitches that just wasn't necessarily seeing in Cleveland. I think it's just going to keep getting better the more they see it. But man, it put together some really good at bats. Good to see the ball jump off of his. But just so proud of this group. You get down, you give up a 5 spot. Really easy for a club to roll over right there. And these guys, you could tell they were into it the whole time and didn't get discouraged at all.
What's the early word on Foster Griffin? We know it's a strain and not a sprain. Yeah,
that's the word I got too, Flanny. So I'm sure we're going to get some more looks at him to figure out exactly what we're looking at.
The alignment for Miguel Cabrera, we haven't seen that one before. It was almost like 6 or 7 outfielders. Is that something that the analytics people just thought? I know his knees aren't what they used to be, and he doesn't run very well, but it's an unusual sighting.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with our arms too, with how Franco throws across the infield, and with Monty with a plus arm, be able to give ourselves a little bit more room to cover. And it was amazing, that first line drive he had wasn't that far reach out of Monty's reach. So it's I think something we're always going to try and figure out, how can we gain a little bit more ground.
Any idea on tomorrow's starter?
Couple ideas, but we'll make sure. When we haven't said anything to any of the guys and we're still kind of powwowing, I hate them being the last to know. So try to get it to you guys as soon as we can.
Thanks, Skip.
All right, Flannery.
Hey, Mike, you were talking about the quality of the at-bats. I wondered what you thought about in that middle of that 6-run inning, O'Hearn's at-bat. I mean, after, I think it was Soler and Monty don't put the ball in play, and you got second and third, and Salvi walks, and with 2 outs, that was a huge one in that inning.
Huge hit, and just that shot in the arm of having O'Hearn back with us. But Soler did a good job. He squared the ball up, just happened to be right at the third baseman. We're not going on contact in that situation with nobody out. And then they do get the strike out there with Monty, and that's one of those spots where we just keep talking how much we've got to be really good in those situations of putting pressure on the defense, especially when they're giving us the infield back right there where we can put a ball in play to get a run. O'Hearn comes up in a big situation and puts together a great at-bat and finds a hole, and that's just nice to see. And then he drives the ball in the gap. Just a nice welcome back to Ryan.
Mike, you mentioned the early deficits. How about Wicks jumping them, first pitch, ambush? How much of a jolt was that to the team after that early deficit?
Yeah, no doubt, Josh. Witt had a great day today, staring the cycle right square in the face, coming up there at the end, or I'd have pulled him out a little bit earlier. But just putting together some nice swings. Even the ball he's pulling foul, it's a nice bat path. Short to the ball, and it's always good to be rewarded with some power when he's not trying to. He's just making a nice pass, and it's just good to see the explosive offense all the way through. The ball Salvi hit, this is a big yard.
Mike, I was wondering if you could maybe encapsulate all that happened to Foster Griffin today. I mean, it's his birthday. He got a major league debut, first strikeout, pitches great, gets the win, but then obviously the negative, the arm injury. What a day for him, I guess.
Yeah, and I think he was. He was a little distraught after the game with, he's been so healthy his whole career. He works so hard. This guy's so disciplined on how he treats himself and takes care of his body. And, it's one of those peaks and valleys all in the same day where you get that, not just your debut, you strike out a very good hitter on your very first at bat, first guy you face. And then, we were going to let him ride. We loved how he was pitching. He was using everything. And this guy, Cal Eldred and Larry Carter both talking about how they continue to kind of give him a little bit more and challenge him and how he responds. So there's good news on the initial look. We're going to continue to take a look. But right now he's just not sure what to do because he's stuck in between celebrating his lifelong goal of getting here and having a little success, having a taste, and then having to deal with the uncertainty. So we're going to be praying, thinking about him, and just like with all of our other guys that go down.
Hey, Mike, it looked like Salvi noticed something with Foster and kind of, I don't know if he brought it to your attention or not. How, first off, what did he notice and how rare or common is it when a catcher sees that something is up or something could be possibly wrong?
Yeah, Lynn, he did. And what I thought he was asking is if he could go visit. And a lot of times the catchers, that's the beauty of that position is they work so closely together and you're always looking for those little nuances, whether it's a grimace or whether it's a guy straightening his elbow. But he saw something. He came out and asked if he could go out, and we'd already burned up 2 visits at that point, and we told him just to hold tight on going out to the visit. We didn't realize it's not a visit when we take the trainer. So part of that was just a communication kind of a flaw there, and I got to be on top of that to where he doesn't throw one more pitch. He'd already felt it. Said the next pitch really didn't feel bad. It just had nothing on it. Fortunately, got a pop out, and then we got him out to see the trainers. But once again, just one of those sad deals that takes away from such a special day for Foster and his family. But hopefully we'll get this looked at. Hopefully get him back here sooner than later.